Welcome to Thorpe Park Resort as we have a look at the Halloween preparation. Now the park have released Halloween information which we'll go through later on the video, but we wanted to come to the park on the day after they release the information, just have a look at the preparations ready for Fright Nights, which starts in less than a month's time. Now we're starting in Amity Cove. It's quite loud up here, which is why we're starting in the quiet Sunken Gardens area where we expect the Amity School High to be back. They'll be back very slightly different this year as well. We'll go through that shortly. But there's no preparations up here. However, we do know that obviously continuing construction of Death's Doors and indeed the brand new maze for 2023 down by the lake. Death's Doors did start construction really early this year. It was the first scare zone maze to start, so it'd be exactly the same as last year, but it was a really welcome break last year. The character variation and costumes were absolutely superb. They really were. It's one of our favourite walkthroughs, day or night, to be honest with you, because of the interaction and a little sort of party at the end. But Death's Doors is one of the ones confirmed returning for 2023. So the carnival has left town and the clown will be leaving, but there are two confirmed returning mazes for this year. One of them is trailers, which is this here, which will return. Love the cinema trailers. I just think it's a fantastic maze, probably the best one they've done in quite a few years. In addition to survival games as well, which we can't get anywhere near, so there's no point us walking down there. That's located behind the Swarm. It was a custom built building last year. It was brand new. It has multiple routes through it, left and right, and was a really, really confusing maze that you could spend quite a lot of time in. But both of those will be returning for this year. Not expecting any changes in trailers, to be fair with you. However, there is a new maze, and that's where we're heading shortly. Now Carnival is cleared out of town, or nearly cleared out of town, and this will of course be home to Morecambe Meadow once again. And of course where we're standing last year was the queue for Saw Alive, which this year is no longer here. So we're expecting a massive change in the size of the Morecambe Meadow. And as we walk over to the lake, you can see the old Saw Alive boat over there sinking away in the corner. But yeah, a lot more space, expecting a much bigger walkthrough. This isn't a location for the new maze, that's coming up very shortly, but let's go through the bits and pieces which they are doing for this year. Now we'll stay under the shelter from the rain a bit. So we have had a look around the park. As we said, we started in Amity Cove. That'll be called Creature Campus this time. It's going to be more of a fire and light show rather than just the sort of dancing and light they had before. So it's going to be very different, which is great to see, upgraded for 2023. It's a great show up by Stealth. As we've walked around, we've seen trailers, and we know also that Survival Games is back for this year. Morecambe Meadow, which is where we're standing now, because obviously all this carnival stuff will be gone. That will also be back. Now there is a new scare zone as well to go with Death's Doors. That is Lucifer. We're not entirely sure where it's going to be. When we think of the crows down by Amity, it was a bit, although it was a scare zone, it was quite limited, to be fair. So it'd be nice to see them have something a little bit more immersive somewhere, but we're not entirely sure where it would be. This down here, this Morecambe Meadow, will be really immersive this year, much like Death's Doors was, but Lucifer is coming as well. And then finally we have a new maze, and that is what we're going to go and have a look at now, because we know the location, it's being built, and it's right down this way. I love some of these new advertising boards here. Love it. Right, so this is the final maze, the third one for this year, and it was kind of given away about a week or so ago that there was going to be a new maze. That's because the park started advertising and selling tickets for a free maze experience, and you can kind of see in there they're busy working on it. So this will be Stitch's Howells Toy Emporium, something completely different. The advertising, which we'll show shortly, will show a bit of the Thorpe Park trailer, in which they've done, really shows it to be something different to what the park have done before, full of teddies, full of toys. Anyone who follows sort of like Stitches, maybe from Animal Crossing or something, will be fully aware of what the park is trying to achieve. But actually, it's quite a big building, and hopefully if the fascia is anything to go by, we're going to get a really nice fascia to go with it. I love these are fantastic, these really are. Absolutely fantastic. So at the moment it is just like a hospitality tent, in fairness, but looking at the detail, and Thorpe Park's detail has been superb the last couple of years. You've only got to look at Survival Games and trailers and Morecambe Meadow, or indeed the late great Creek Freak Massacre, which obviously won't be returning for this year. to see exactly how much they've upped their game to really justify charging for the attractions, which I think they do. I think they charge it just right. And again, you know, unlike Alton Towers, which have had the same mazes for time and time again, Thorpe Park are mixing it up year in, year out. So no audio return this year. However, Stitches will be back, will be new, sorry, for 2023, along with Lucifer and some upgrades to the Amity High Group. What do you think? Are you excited for Fright Nights? We love Fright Nights. Thorpe Park Fright Nights is one of our favourite events. Full stop. We absolutely adore it. We can't wait to get back here. Let's show you some footage now from the promo video. There we go. So that's the promo video. It looks fantastic, and the park will put some real effort into that. It's a good couple of minutes long as well, which is brilliant. It really is brilliant. Are you looking forward to it? Let us know in the comments below. Please drop us a like. We'll be following obviously the construction of this over the next couple of weeks before the big night itself. Fright Nights is coming. We can't wait. We'll see you soon.